Right. Right. I want to you all will come to the grade 11 English medium maths paper class today. So now we are moving to the So now we are moving today special milestone that is 45 paper discussion from the beginning, right? So we have completed up to now 44 papers during this our paper class series. So we are now at paper number 45. After 5 weeks, we will reach paper number 50, right? Right, half century. Okay. Uh, so now we will move to that paper. So this is first paper because we recently completed some several paper tools. So I thought as a variations to apply a first paper today, right? So now we will move to the paper number 44 today. 45, right? So this is the paper that we are going to discuss today. The screen bit dark bit, but however, I will move to the board once we one by one questions. Okay, right. The mark price of an article is rupees 30,000. If 10% on mark price is levied as VAT, what is the selling price of the article inclusive VAT? Right, they are asking directly the selling price. So we can move directly in this manner. See that the VAT percentage is 10%. Okay, 10%. So that VAT is 10%. So what that it means, if the initial value is 100, on that 10 is added as the VAT and then inclusive VAT is 110. Okay, now they are saying that the initial value is 30,000, right? Then with VAT, how much? Inclusive VAT price, how much? Okay. We can think directly without calculating VAT separately, find the inclusive VAT price. How? With the definition, if the initial value 100, with VAT price is 110. If that's so, if the initial value 30,000, how much is the with VAT price? Then you can simplify these two zeros cancelled. Then multiply here 33 and 3 zeros being added. Then that gives you rupees 33,000. Okay, so that is the first question. The normal method is you can calculate the VAT, 10% of 30,000, and then the initial price plus that VAT is the inclusive price. But here, one shot, you can directly move to the with VAT price. Okay, question number 2. Solve X. Here, a quadratic equation, you know that x plus 3 into 2x minus 1 equals 0. Now to solve the quadratic equations that to be factorized. Now check whether it is factorized or not. Yes, it is factorized. Why? This is a one factor multiply with another factor and make equal 0. Right. So how you identify whether it's factorized or not? You can see here multiplication is there. The factorizing means having multiplications, right? Addition, subtraction terms make as multiplication. So now multiplication of two factors came as 0 in mathematics. To become multiplication as 0, 1 to be equal 0. That's the logic. 2x minus 1 equal 0. Or the other one, x plus 3 equals 0. Okay, now you can say that individually, right? Like it's build up and linear equation, right? So now bring this minus 1 to the other side, 2x equal plus 1. Okay, then divide by 2 both the sides, then 2 cancelled out. Then x equal 1 upon 2, x equal half. Okay. Now here subject x equal positive 3 bring to the other side as negative 3. Okay, so these are the two solutions that x can take. These satisfy the equation. When you substitute this value into the equation, when you substitute x half, then this factor becomes 0. Then it satisfies the equation. Okay, right. Then when x equal negative 3, substitute there, this part becomes 0. Then all the product also becomes 0. So the equation means, solutions means, what are the x values which satisfy this left side value as 0. Okay, right. So these are the solutions of first, second questions. Now we move to the third question. The third one is uh, we have this kind of figure. Right, triangle is there and one side is extended. So we can draw the one side extended here and it is marked these two angles, two sides equal and here x and this is 150. Okay, right. They ask to find the x. So you know that here two sides equal means, right, there are two opposite angles are equal. Here, if this is x, then these two sides equal mean, right, this angle also to be x. Okay, when two sides equal, their opposite angles are also equal. Then you can see that this is the exterior angle create, that is 150. That exterior equal interior opposite sum of these two. That's the exterior angle theorem. Then you can apply x plus x equal, right, 150 degrees. So x plus x means 2x equal 150. Just divide by 2 both the sides. Then x equal, right here 2 cancelled, x equal 75 degrees. Okay, that is the answer for the third question. Right, now we move to the fourth question. Right, simplify 1 upon 3x plus 1 upon 5x. So you know that here two algebraic fractions addition. In algebraic fraction addition, what is the condition? The denominators must equal. Here x there, and here 3 and 5 there. So 3 and 5 to be equal. How it equal? 3 and 5 comes as the LCM 15. So you can multiply to make 15 here just by 5 both the sides. And here to make 15, just both the sides by 3. And then here 1 into 5, 5 upon 15x, right? And here 3 upon 15x. Okay, then here you can see the denominator 15x, right? Numerator 5 plus 3, it comes as 8. So 8 upon 15x. Okay, you make the denominator same, right? Making the LCM here and then add the numerators together. Right, 8 upon 15x. And further, you need to check whether these two values further simplified or not. Sometimes in equation, imagine 8 comes 9, 9 upon 15, then you can further simplify by 3. Both the sides by denominator and numerator by 3. Okay, right. So now we are moving to the question number 5 here. Question number 5 in the Venn diagram. Right, I will draw it. Right, this is the Venn diagram. And here we have 4, 1, 2, 7, and 3, 5, 6. Okay, then here it is marked as A and here it is marked as B. That is the universal set. So they are saying write Venn diagram, write down the set A dash intersect B dash. Right, here I have taught this one, right, even in our revised and rise class, right, to convert these to the known equation, right? Send me the answers those who completed. What is the answer for this one? Right, make a chat. A dash intersect B dash. This is mostly the never we can see, mostly cannot see in the papers, but I guess sometimes this would be in the paper this year, right? Okay, right. Because some lot of students cannot understand this question. A dash intersect B dash. So understand this principle. Yes, we can see the answers. Well done. So here, what I have mentioned to you, right, understand the concept clearly. Whenever dash for both, right, keep a bracket and put the dash outside. And then write A and B same, right? Then intersection converts as the union, right? Change sign. So remember this formula for set. It's very easy. Then if they ask like A dash union B dash, so I have the way of doing it. Just make A B there, keep a bracket outside dash. Then this sign to be changed, union change as the intersection. Remember these two formula. So now it is dealing this formula, right? Based on that formula, right? You can see that this is what we required. So here, now think that way. A union B complement. A union B check. What is A union B? The sum of all these. A plus B. A plus B. Everything but dash mean except that. That mean outside region only. So 6, 7 only within the curly brackets. You have to mention 6, 7. And some those who got this answer, 6, 7. Right, that's great question. Right, learn that additional new concepts. Right, imagine if you wrong that question, right? Uh, write these theory parts near that question. Okay, fine. Right, learn that one. Right, very good method for converting this into this formula and think with that. That would be easy otherwise. Right. Now we will move to the next question. Find LCM of these two expressions. So I have mentioned you the easiest way of finding LCM. Just write, separate the terms 3, A, B, right? Then 6A squared, just numeric under numeric 6, then A squared. Now check for the 3 and 6. 3 and 6, what is the LCM? Take the larger value 6 and then check whether 3 can convert to 6 or not. Yes, 3 can convert to 6, then 6 is the LCM. Then same value, right, take the maximum power. So here A squared and here take the B. So what is the final answer? 6A squared B. Okay, 6A squared B, that's the very short method. Right, now check. According to the given measurements in the illustration, which comprises a rectangle and a semicircle, find the perimeter of the composite figure. Perimeter means Puta, you are running through the outside length only. Right, so here 20 given and here also 20. Right, then you need to find out this arc length, this length to be found. Why all other length known, arc length to be found. So here 14, here also 14. Now the arc length of a semicircle with diameter 14, that means radius 7. So you calculate the right arc length of a semicircle, half into 2 into 5 into r. R is 7 carefully, that is 14 is diameter. Now you can see 7, 7, 2, 1, 2, 1. Then C comes as 22 centimeter. That is the arc length. Okay, 22. Now you know the perimeter. How to take the perimeter? Just add all the outer length together and until you reach the same starting point. Remember not to run inside that. You are not running inside length, just out length. You take 20, then here 22, and here 20, and here 14. Okay, now add this 4 plus 2, 6, then 2, 4, 6, 7. So that gives you 76 centimeters. Okay, so that is the perimeter of this plane figure. So we have 2 marks. You know that all are 2 marks questions. Perimeter. Okay, the stock of foods available in hostel is sufficient for 20 mates for 7 days. If 8 more students are admitted to the hospital on the same day, how many days the stock of foods is available now sufficient for all the mates? And now check. Uh, 20 into 7, how many mate dates? 20 into 7, main days. How many? The sufficient 20 mates, 7 days. 20 into 7, then it comes 140 mate dates, MD. Then if 8 more students admitted now to the hospital in the same day, now it means how many means totally mates 20 and 8 comes, then 28 mates. Then they are asking how many days available for that one. We do not know the days. So that means 142 B. So the total mate days, then we have 28 mates. How many days requirement? Just this 140 divided by the now, how many total? 28 mate. So now 14. So if you cannot say that 28, 5, exactly 5 they are. Yes, 5 days required. 5 days is sufficient. 5 days. Right. So how it reduce? Why? If the mates are increasing, that means the food sufficient is decreasing in your hostel or in your school. If your team getting increased, the food sufficient days is decreasing. That is the indirect proportion. Okay. Right. So my equation, you know that like M1D1 equal to M2D2. Right. M1D1 equal to M2D2. Right. If you are not okay with the concept, right, you can apply this equation. M1 mean first case men into the first case days equal second case men into second case days. That to be equal. Why? The same amount of food to be shared between the two scenarios. Right. Okay, now the question number 9. O is the center of the circle shown. Find the magnitude of the angle denoted by x. Right, now you can see whenever you see the geometry, mark the informations within the diagram that you can see. So what are the things that you can see here? If I draw here, this is a diameter. When you see a diameter, from the diameter, the subtend angle at the sector is 90. Okay, that's the main theorem. From the diameter, the angle subtend on the sector is 90 degree. Okay, now you can see further this 25 and this angle, right, are the same sector angle, this one and this one. So here 25 mean here also 25. Okay, now you can see this triangle here 90, here 25, here x. Right, that means this is a right angle triangle, all are adding to 180. You can write x plus 90 degree plus, right, 25 equal, right, 180 degrees. So x plus 115 equal 180 degrees. So x equal just 180, subtract 115, then x equal 65 degrees. X equal 65 degrees. Okay, right. Any questions? Right. But we apply the theorem. From the diameter, the subtend angle on the sector is 90 as well as same sector angle equal. Then add up these all angles to 180 degrees. Right. Now check the next question regarding the graph. To what is the gradient of the straight line which passes through the point coordinates 2, 3 and 4, 6. So we have a straight line, okay. This is the straight line passing through, right, 2, 3 and another point is there, 4, 6. Yes. So now check the gradient. Gradient definition, you know that y coordinate difference over x coordinate difference. Just y difference or x difference. Now you can check what are the y coordinates here. The second coordinate is the y. This is the y here and this is the y there. So how to take the y difference? Just 6 subtract, here y is 3, divide by, so the you subtracted, it started here to here, then the x difference also you take here to here. You cannot change the direction. Here y subtract, here cannot x. So same path, same flow to be followed. 6 subtract 3 divide by 4 subtract 2. Okay, then it comes 6 subtract 3 means 3 upon 4 subtract 2 means 2. That is 3 upon 2 as a fraction. If you convert as a decimal, that is 1.5. Okay, both are acceptable fraction mode than the decimal mode. Okay, gradient is this one. I ask another question, right? You can answer this one, right? Those who know this one. I'm asking what is, you can, chat is open, right? We'll check who will give the answer. Write the equation of the straight line. Balan equation එක දාන්න. Equation of this straight line. Right. බලන්න උත්තරේ දාන්න හදලා equation. මේක තමයි ඉන්න පුළුවන් අමාරු ප්‍රශ්න. This is the hardest question that comes in the O level paper under the graph part. Equation. Right, we got one answer, but I think it is not correct. We'll check. What is the equation? Okay. All are saying one thing. Okay, right. So, very good. So to find the equation, we required what? Here gradient is okay, but the intercept is not there. So how to identify the intercept with the coordinate? If possible, you check the coordinate here 4,6 and here 2,3. But by looking into the coordinate, we cannot identify it. By the reason, no any 0, coordinate given. If 0, coordinate given, we can directly apply after the 0 value is the intercept, because at the y-intersecting point, always x value is 0. So we cannot see such a coordinate. Then how to do? We write the equation y equal 3 upon 2, that is the gradient m x plus c. So that is our equation, but that is not completed. Y c to be found. Then we use that this straight line passes through this 2, 3 and 4, 6. Now you substitute for this equation, you got y equal 3 upon 2x plus c. Just substitute x as 2 and y as 3 because the point satisfy this equation. Now you satisfy this coordinate into the equation. Then y equal 3 upon 2 into x. X is 2 plus c, c as it is. But for y, now you substitute. Y is now what? Y is 3. So y as 3 you substituted. And here 3 upon 2, x as 2 plus c. Now you can see 2 cancel. Then 3 equal 3 plus c. Now subject c. Just 3 goes there. 3 subtract 3 comes as 0. Now it shows you c equals 0. That's how you determine that c equals 0. Then here the answer is 3 upon 2 x. Only c part is no there. That is the bit hardest question that can be raised in the straight line segments, right, in the first paper. You learn, but here the answer is this one, right? Additional thing is learn how to, when the c known, not known, and the point, from the point if you cannot take directly, right, how you deal the equation, then you substitute point and satisfied for x and y value and subject c. Okay, right. According to the given information in the figure, find the magnitude of the angle denoted by x. Right now, marks. Here you can see whenever the midpoint is given, remember to marks, right, the midpoint theorem's outcomes. Here now you can see this is a midpoint and this is also a midpoint. That two midpoint connected mean these two lines parallel. That is the major outcome of midpoint theorem. The lengthwise, this is there and this is twice of that. Okay, now you can further check what the asking x values. Okay, then if these two parallel mean this is 40, these two lines parallel, then here is a shape angle called alternate angle. So here you can see alternate angle, here 40, here 40. Okay, now uh, then here 50 there. Now these two lines parallel. So here corresponding angle, here also 50. This is not required. Then now you can consider this bigger triangle there and interior angle sum make add up to 180. So there you can mark here x plus 40 degree plus 60 degree plus 50 degree equal 180 degree. Okay, the bigger triangle, interior angle sum. Here x plus 40 plus 60 plus 50 equal 180. Now you can say that 100 plus 50, 150 equal 180 degrees. Then subject x equal 180 subtract 150. So x equal 30 degrees. X equal 30 degrees. Okay, right. Midpoint theorem applied, then the corresponding angles were equals, and then you consider the triangle interior angles arms. Two regular tetrahedral dies, each carrying number from 1 to 4 on their faces, are thrown together. Right, two events. What will probability of obtaining two odd numbers on both dies? Onno oka varadana prashnaya. That is incorrect prediction sometimes. Now, what is the math concept? What is the probability of obtaining two odd numbers on both dice? Taking odd number in both dice, that means. So now you know that. See here, right? Tetrahedral die. So we check the first event A, and what is the A is obtaining odd number in the first die. So what is that? Directly I can write probability of A, how many odd numbers when you tossed it 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrahedral die. Then we have total 4 results. Out of that, how many odd numbers? 1 and 3, only 2. So that means 2 upon 4, 1/2. That is the event is defined taking odd number of first die. Probability of A means 1/2. Then PB is defined. Probability of B means obtaining odd number in the second die. That is also 1/2. Why? The same results 4, total 4, and out of that odd 2. So now what they're asking, taking both the dice odd, that means they're asking A intersection B, right? Intersection B, having both the die, right, odd numbers. Then if the events are right, we call the independent. Why it is independent? The first die odd number taking doesn't affect to the second. That means they are independent events. So they defined in the mathematics, if A and B be interdependent, then PA into intersection B equal PA into PB. Okay. So that is the basic idea and how you do it. Some students do that. This one adding with this one, taking both, having die. That is wrong. It comes as one, then also you can feel that it cannot be. Why? One means a probability that exactly happening, right? Okay, so they are not, you are not adding all the time. Remember to multiply. That's the major concept here. Just 1 upon 2 is taking the odd number, here taking odd number 1 upon 2, just multiply both 2 as a fraction, and 1/4 is the answer. Always when two events been discussing, right, just multiply the probability of the two events if they are independent to see the results of happening both the event, right? Hands up those who got this answer. 1 upon 4 for this question. 1 upon 4. Okay. Right, learn that concepts. Right. Okay, now the question number 13. According to the information given in find the value of DCE, right, DCE they are asking, right. Here I can see that this is a parallelogram, two conditions, 12th question, 12th question again, okay. Right, check 12th question, right. Here, Buddha, this is the case. They are asking, they are simultaneously tossed two, uh, two dice numbered from 1 to 4. And they are asking, taking both the cases, right, odd number. So we get that event. There are two events. Event A is taking odd number of the first die. Then PA you can individually find how total 4 is there in a die. And out of that, 2 is there odd numbers, two odd numbers, then it comes as 1 upon 2. Then PB, you separately found that, right, total 4 is there. How many odd numbers there are? 2, right, then 1 upon 2. They are asking, taking both cases, the odd numbers. That means A intersect with B, right, taking both A and B happening. So that means PA into PB, right, why these two events are independent. So that's why we multiply the probabilities half into half. So further you can do it with the grid line knowledge. How to do it? Here two events being discussed. Okay. Then what are this is the first die, right? And then here the second die. Okay. Now first die having what are the results? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then here also 1, 2, 3, 4. Think with this way also. Now, here the sample space 1, 1. Okay, now check. The total sample space is what? Here 4, 16 events are there. They are asking taking both um, uh, odd numbers in the die. Both odd numbers means what are the possible? 1, 1 possible, 1, 3 possible. Here first die 2 cannot, then 3 possible with 1, 3, 1 possible, 3, 3 possible. Right, only that events. So how many events been here? 4 events upon the total 16. Now simplify 4 upon 16. That also gives you 1 upon 4. So the same questions can be done by the grid as well as by the tree diagram also you can think. For the first coin taken, first die tetrahedral odd number 1, 4. Here not odd number 1, 3, 4. Okay, the second case, take in the second case, odd number 1, 4, not odd number 3, 4. Odd number 1, 4, not odd number 3, 4. Both the cases, odd number means odd branch, right? Just multiply through the probabilities you received. Same answer, same questions can be analyzed in different ways. Right. Now, according to the information given, find the value of DCE. DCE, this value is asking. Now check. Here a bigger one. This is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. So this is the exterior angle that equal interior opposite angle. That means this total angle is 110. That is okay. Okay, that's the theorem of cyclic quadrilateral. The exterior equal interior opposite angle. Then further you can see that here with use of the ABCE. ABCE is a parallelogram. Why it is a parallelogram? Opposite sides parallel and here two sides parallel. Then you know that here 70, then here also 70. Why? It is a parallelogram, then the opposite angles are equal. Okay, then how to take that balance part here? The whole is 110, subtracts that 70, that gives you 40 degree. And remember students, right, you can mark this information diagram itself, then that would be the steps. Okay, in the first paper, the reasoning is not compulsory to write, not compulsory in the paper 1 questions. Right. So question 13 done. 14, if A equal this one, B equal, find the matrix AB. AB is a product. So normally we can see the multiplication of matrix. This is some hard question to the students, right? Check here. Right now I will multiply the two matrix. Okay, now A and B to be multiplied. See here, here 2 negative 1 and here 0 1 and multiply with 1 3. Now check how many? 2 rows 2 columns 2, 2 by 2. Here rows 2 columns 1. When multiplying, what is the requirement to multiply? To multiply matrix, here ending shall equal here starting. That means here columns shall here equal shall here rows. That is okay. Then what is the order of matrix? That is the very important part for us. These two combines and creates the order of the new matrix. What is that? So that gives you here order is here 2 and here 1. That means a 2 by 1 matrix. That is a 2 by 1 matrix. That means rows 2, columns 1. How the arrangement? You can make the arrangement. Rows 2 and 1 column. So two elements to be placed in this way. You have to make that arrangement before you multiply it. Then the answer would be very easy. Okay, and how to take? Here you can see that here row multiply with here column. Rows into columns. Take the answer. Then what is that? 2 0 into 1 3 multiply. You take 2 0 multiply with 1 3. Then here row multiply with here columns. That means negative 1, positive 1 multiply with 1 3 and take the answer. Okay, now check here. 2 into 1, 2 plus 0 into 3, 0. Then 2 is the remaining. Negative 1 into 1, negative 1 plus positive 3. Negative 1 here, positive 3. That means positive 2. Right, 2 by 1. So this is the answer. Okay, right. Hands up those who got the answer. Okay, right. 2 by 2. Right. If this one evaluate this one LG 8.75, 8 LG 875. Right. Now check 8.75 equal. Question number 15. There 8.75 equal, right, 10 to the power. Here that is a mistake. 0 points should be there. 0 0.942. 0 0.942. Not 0942. Evaluate LG 875. Now it is called the index notation. You have to convert to the log notation. How you convert it? Just you take the logarithm of the right side. So you take LG 8.75. Base required, take the base 10 equal 0.942. Okay, the one method. But here they are asking LG 875. 875. So how to convert that one? Better 875 you need to build up, but here 8.75. So how to make 8.75 875? I multiply both the sides by 100. You can multiply by the same figure. I multiply 100 and here I multiply by 100 into 10 to the power 0.942. I multiply both the equation, both the sides by 100. Check. Then here multiply by 100 means this passes two places and create 875. Here I apply the index load. 100 I write as 10 to the power 2 into 10 to the power 0.942. Okay. Now same basis when powers multiply together, then powers being added. So I can write 10 to the power here 2 add with 0.942. Then 2 plus 0.942 means 2.942. Understood what happened? When same basis multiplications, powers being added together. Okay, now 875 build up, which I required for my question. Then I take the logarithm of the right side, log 875. I require a base. I put the base 10, then that equal to the index 2.942. Now log to the base 10 can be written as lg 875 equals 2.942. Okay, so that is the answer. Hands up those who got this answer. That is excellent question. 2.942. Right, now we move to the question number 16. Right, question number 16. බලන්න මේක ටිකක් හොඳම paper එකක්. Right, this is very good paper with quality questions. Although it is the first paper, you can learn a lot of things. Right. Here a semicircle. Here a semicircle there, okay, with radius 2r. So what they are saying that the picture shows the semicircular lamina with center O and the radius 2r. The lamina is folded so that the side OA coincide with the side OB to form a right circular cone. Cone with the OB in its as apex. Find the area of the curved surface of the cone so made in terms of phi and r. Right. When it creates a cone with use of this one, right, it's like cone here, right, then this surface is comes to the curved surface, okay. The curved surface is created by this semicircle, right? The curved surface is created by this semicircle, right? Then the general idea, right? When you make a cone by this surface and the shape is varied, but the same surface converted as the curved surface there. Then before moving to this figure, you can find out the area of this figure. That area is directly transferred as the curved surface of the cone. And you can find the area of this semicircular part with radius 2r, right? No, not much thinking about what is the formula for here and how it apply. The curved surface is built up of this cone is using this figure. So I find the area of this figure, it reduced to the cone's curved surface area. So now you take the area of this semicircle, that is half 5r squared. We apply half into 5 into r squared. R means 2r. Remember to bracket 2r into 2r, r squared. Then check 2 1 to 11. then 11 upon 7 into 2 into 2, 4 r squared. Now check 44 upon 7 r squared. But they're asking from in terms of in terms of 5 and r. So no need to simplify it. I didn't see. So just apply 5 as it is. No need to apply 5 as half into a half 5 r squared. That means 2r squared. 2r into 2r. Then it comes as 2 cancelled here for 1. Then 2, 5 r squared is the answer for the cone surface area. So this is the answer. Hands up those who got this answer. These are some logical questions that we didn't meet previously. Okay, because if you do not know the logic, how it happens, why it happens, then you cannot answer. You are always searching the formulas how to find. No, then think that how this curved surface generated by this kind of sector. Then the area of the curved surface similar to the area of this sector. That's the argument. Right. Question number 17. Factorize this one. See, here we have 4 terms and we check 2 by 2 whether we can factorize. New questions, huh? So here, but when you see these first two as placed here, x squared and no common. Here ax and bx are x common, but for this one you cannot see a common factor. Okay. Yes, 16th one. Here, Buddha, by this plane, this sector, it is created a cone. Right. At home, you can do this practice. When you have this kind of sector, right, rotate around these or make like cone, then you can make the curved surface of the cone. අර ඉස්සර කඩේ මුදලාලිලා හාල් සීනි පරිප්පු එහෙම කිරුවේ ඔය වගේ කඩදාසියක් අරගෙන ඔන්න මුල්ලෙන් නමනවා. කෝන් එකක් හැදෙන්නේ. ඒතර කෝන් එකේ කර්ව් එක හැදෙන්නේ. කර්ව් surface එක. ඒකේ බේස් එක නැහැ. The curved surface is created with use of this kind of sector. Okay, now curved surface area is equal to the area of this sector then. So we found the area of this sector that is equal to the curved surface area of the cone. That's the logic. Okay, now here what happened? As the given order, we cannot see the common factors for these two. Then what you do, I change the sign but not harming to the signs. I change the terms. So I write x squared here and I bring this plus 2ax near to that. Okay, then minus 2ab and then minus bx there. Now 2 by 2 take the common factor. So here x common taken out. Then here x plus 2a. Right. Then here what is the common? Minus b common, but minus b taken. Both are minus. Then here 2a plus x. Right. Then x plus 2a and 2a plus x are the same terms. No harm. Right. Then you can write x plus 2a, one factor, the other factor, x plus 2a taken here, x remaining x minus b. Okay, so this is the answer. Hands up those who got this answer. Well organized question this paper, right? Although it's the first paper, you can see some lot of new thinking parts are there. So why we are now at the later part of the grade 11. So I will apply that's kind of bit hard papers for this month. PQR and S are the midpoints. PQR, S and are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD, and DA. Right. These are the midpoints, right, of the given rhombus. That is a rhombus. Rhombus means all 4 sides equal. Then this midpoint means these individual parts all are same signs I can apply. Why? What the reason? Rhombus having all 4 sides same and all midpoints means equal parts. If it is parallelogram, we cannot apply the same sign, but rhombus, all the sides equal. The length of each sides of the rhombus is 8. Okay, each side is 8. Then that is 4, 4, and here also 4, 4. And the diagonal BD is 10 centimeter long. Diagonal BD, that is 10 centimeter long. Find the perimeter of the hexagon, this one. Now, see that, nice question. Perimeter, to find the perimeter you required, this length, okay, that are 4, this length to be found. Now you can see that midpoint of this triangle, okay, is S, as well as midpoint of this side is P. Now two midpoint connected, that means this is parallel to this, and lengthwise half of the length is the here, half of dB equal to the PS. What is that? Midpoint theorem. So here 10 there, then here it comes as 5. So similarly, in the other way, apply midpoint theorem to the DCB triangle, two midpoint connected, then half of 10 is 5 centimeter there. Now you can find out the perimeter sum of all the outer length. So how to take the perimeter? Right, then adding 5, for how many parts? 4, 4, 4, 4, 16 there. Okay, then add here 5 and here 5, 10 there. Okay, add these two, then it comes 26 centimeters. Okay, right, good questions. Deal in the midpoint theorem. If any doubts, send me a message. According to the information given, find the value of x plus y. Nice one. X plus y they are asking, not individually x and y. So here x and here y. Okay. So now you can see that are the exterior angles of a triangle in other way. Okay, what I do is 18th question. 18th question, Puta, here we apply the midpoint theorem. The other are okay, no, each are four side length because midpoint. Now you can extract, I extract this DB A triangle, DB A triangle, and see that here are the midpoint connected together. Then midpoint theorem says that this is parallel to this one, as well as the lengthwise, this is half of DB length, diagonal length. So the diagonal length 10 centimeter given, then here is half of that. Why? As per the midpoint theorem. Then this is 5. This is also similarly you can apply to the other triangle midpoint. And then 10 here, then half of that 5. So here 5 non. Then other four sides they are with 4 centimeter. You add all the length they ask in the perimeter. So here the main outcome, you have to see the midpoint theorem in the triangle. Okay, question number 19, I can see that way. There are several other ways to do that one. I can see that this is how much. If this is y, this is these two are adjacent angle around a straight line, then this one, if this is, imagine if this is 100, how to take this one from 180, subtract 180. Similarly, if it is y, how to take the inside angle? 180 subtract y. Okay. So this outer angle is y. So how to take the interior angle? From 180 subtract y. Then this is the interior angle I got. Now I apply the exterior angle theorem for this triangle. This is the triangle and this is the exterior angle create, that is x. So x equal, interior is this one, interior opposite two sums. So that is 60 plus. Here, what is the other angle? 180 minus y. Okay. Now you bring this minus y to the left side as plus y. The sign change. Minus 1 come to this side, plus y equal 60 plus 180. So x plus y equal 240. They are not asking individually x and y. They are asking what is the sum of x and y. Right, hands up those who got the answer. X plus y 240. Right, very logical advanced questions there. There are several other ways. No need to find this way also. Right, you can take the other ways. I will tell another way. Right, if you extend this one, right, here 60, then here becomes 120. Okay, why? The angles on a straight line. Then these are exterior angle, 120 exterior, x exterior, y exterior. Then what about the sum of these three exterior? of any polygon or triangle, 360 equal. And you can add up to 360 and give the answer. That's also x plus y you can subject. Right. Find the ninth term of the geometric progression, which first term 8 1 and the common ratio 2. So finding nth term in a geometric progression, Tn equal AR in minus 1 power. Then asking the which first term is right. Ninth term. So n is 9 equal T9 equal 8, where the first term 1/8 into R, common ratio 2 to the power. Ninth term asking, so in 9 minus 1, then 1/8 into 2 to the power 8. Okay, so 2 to the power 8 divide by, here division 8 means as 2 to the power 3. Now you can apply the index rule. What is the index rule? 2 to the power 8 divided by 2 to the power 3. Then same basis division, the index being deducted. 8 subtract 3, that gives you 5, 2 to the power 5. And final answer 2 to the power 5 means 32. In that way, or any other method, you can simplify it. Okay, question number 20 done. Understood? 32 answer, right? N equal AR in minus 1 of the geometric progression. 21. The picture shows a circle with center O. Using the given information, find the value of ADO. ADO. Now check. Whenever it's drawn, right, I will enlarge it into my sketch. Right. හොඳට බලාගන්න මේ paper එකේ තාම වැදගත්. This is very important. Right. You can see that a lot of questions that require vast knowledge. Right. So here the center and here the chord is drawn. And here you can see okay, so here you can see that this is 20 degree and this is being bisected, and here A, O, C, B, and here E is there, and here D is there. Okay, now check. Find the value of ADO. ADO, right? I write it as X. Remember, whenever you see that from the center to the chord, right, you can see that it is connected the midpoint of the chord with the center. So the connecting of the midpoint with the center, that means that to be perpendicular. That's the theorem. Okay, that shall be perpendicular if it connect to the midpoint. Then now you can further see that there are now several ways. Here the AE, so here the AC there, from the AC terminal, the angle subtended on the sector is X. From the AC terminal, angle subtended on the center is this one. So you know the relationship between here and here X, then here it twice of that 2X. Now you can extract this triangle. Which triangle? Right. AOE triangle, here 90 degree, and then here 2X. Okay, now you can see here 20. Now you can find out the 2X. How the sum of these becomes 180. So you write now 2X plus 20 plus 90 degree equal 180 degrees. Okay, then 2X plus 110 equal 180 degrees. So 2X equal 180, subtract 110. So 2X equals 70 degree. So just divide by 2 both the sides. So X equal 35 degrees. And substitute the answer. X equal 35. Okay, right. Now we move to the 22 questions. That is important. Right. Here bitas these are like paper 2 questions. සමහරව paper 2 වගේනේ ටිකක් ලොකුයි. weight එක වැඩි. හැබැයි ටිකක් අලුත් දේවල් ඉගෙන ගන්න. සතියකට සැරයක්නේ අපි paper class එකේ meet වෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා ඒක කම්මැලි නොවි session එක පුරාවටම ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් වෙලා වැඩි වෙමින් ගියත් ඒකට right හොඳට මෙහෙම වෙලා වැඩේ set වෙන්න කරන්න. right. තව පොඩි දවසයි තියෙන exam එකට. We have very few weeks to do. Right, imagine now we are at paper number 45. So how many papers we can do? Around 2 months fully there. Imagine that's 8 and here 10. So we can move to the at least 55, 56 papers. Okay. Yes, then we have very limited time slot. So maybe the last 10 papers we are dealing. Right, last 10 papers. So concentrate and everyone try to attend to the live class. If without seeing the recording, I prefer if you can come and finish the things at the same time. Okay, 21 asking show to answer. Yes, this answer is excess what we got. Yes, this answer is equal 35 degrees. Okay. Right, now 22 question. Right, this is cumulative frequency, newly learned things in grade 11. The picture shows a cumulative frequency curve for mark obtained by a group of students for a practical test. Find the quartile range of the distribution. Interquartile range. Interquartile range means you have to find the Q3 and the Q1 difference. Okay, Q3 minus Q1. So how to find the Q3 position by use of this cumulative frequency? Normal distribution, right? We are having like the data sample is very less. We have equations, right? 1/4 into n plus 1 term is the Q1 location, right? That is the Q1 location. Q3's location is 3/4 into n plus 1 term. But whenever this cumulative frequency deal equations, we disregarded this 1 plus 1 part and we can apply just 1/4 n is the Q1 position, 3/4 n is the Q3 position. Understand the difference, huh? But whenever number of data is very limited like 10, 11, 12, we cannot disregard this n plus 1 part because some questions are there we have to apply. But when the data sample is more, that n plus instead of n plus 1, we can apply n, especially for this cumulative frequency curve. Now, how to check the cumulative frequency here? Right. Total frequency, total data means the ending point. Carefully see when you zoom it in, right? You can see that here this is the ending point that when you connect here 1 by 1, 31, 32, 33, 34, here it gives you 32. Okay, 32. And like looking into that also you can see if you add 32, 1, then what happened? 33, it doesn't divide by 4 exactly. So remember for the large data distribution, especially for this curve graph, your position equation n plus 1 replaced by n. So now how you calculate the Q1 position? 1/4 into n. N is 32. Okay, you got the point, ending point you connected to the y-axis. So that means 4148, not 8, 8th data. That's the position given equation. Okay, then you take the Q3. What is the Q3 equation? 3/4 into number of data, that is 32. That gives you 24th data. Okay, that is 24th data. So now how to take using the graph? See that you connect, you take the Q1 is 8th data. So the number of students 8 is here. This one. So 8 you connect along this axis. So this way and then connect to the line, x-axis. So that is the Q1's location. So what is the Q1? That is Q1 is 10 and 20 exactly bit, then it is like 15. Q1 15. Okay. Then Q3 position, here you got 24th data. Then you check the number of students, 24, 25 is there, 24, and you make a ruler and check 24th connected to the graph exactly, and then connect that intersecting point to the x-axis to see the Q3. Q3 are in the x-axis. So that is here 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 exactly. Here 34. Okay, right, because one square is 1. Then what is they asking? Interquartile range IQR is the difference of 34 and 15. That gives you 19. Okay, hands up those who got this answer. A lot of things they are as a the second paper question, part B questions. මේවා ටිකක් තදයි questions හැබැයි හොඳයි. Right. Okay, because in the part B, there may be such kind of questions to find the IQR interquartile range. That is 34. If anyone doubts, ask. Okay, now the 23rd. Right, now check the 23rd one. AB is a multi-story building. A person at the point B sees a person at the point P, right, with an angle of depression. So B sees P, then at B point you make a horizontal line that is called the eye level, and then you connect BP, right, that is called the vision line, and the angle between the eye level and the vision line is the depression here. Then this is the 60 degree, right. And a person at point C, right here, in the building sees the person at point P with the same an angle of depression 40. Right. So here now see the P person, right? Then make eye level to C all the times. See looking at P, then you connect CP with the eye level, and this depression is 40 degrees. Remember, all the times with the horizontal level, it creates the angle of elevation or depression. You always consider the eye level is horizontal. So make eye levels there. Okay. Some students mark 60 between this angle, that is wrong. 40 this angle, that is wrong. With the horizontal eye level, the angle creates you take. Okay. Mark the given information on the diagram itself. So that's the answer. Two depression should be marked correctly. 24. An incomplete construction work is shown here to locate the point which is equidistant from sides AB and BC. So equidistance from two sides mean AB and BC, right? Two sides equidistance means they are angle bisector. So make the angle here mark and make the two terminals, right? And then connect. That is the angle bisector. Okay. Then, and 4 away from the side AC, that is drawn. AC 4 away, line away from a line is a parallel line. That is drawn. From side is draw is sketch to complete the construction, show the location of the point. Then both intersect with these connecting points. So that is the required point you need to mark. Okay, just one locus to draw there, angle bisect and meeting that with the parallel line. That is okay. The distance time graph of a vehicle traveling in an expressway is shown here. Find the average speed of the vehicle. So what is the, directly you can find out average speed all the time. Remember, A is equal total distance divided by the total time taken. Total distance traveled divided by total time. So what is the total distance? Just the ending point, connect to the y-axis and see what is the distance traveled. That is 180 kilometers. Divide by the total time taken. Total time is this one, that is 5 hours. Okay, then check that 5, 3, 15, 30, 5, 6. Then it comes kilometer h minus 1. So 36 kilometer per hour. Right. Okay. That very hard 25 questions done. While we are discussing the second part, can you send me answer marks of 50? Right. එවන්න බලන්න පුතා 50 වලින් කීයද කියලා මට බලන්න පොඩ්ඩක් 50 ම ගත්ත ඔයත් ඉන්නවද බලන්න. Okay, fine. Well done. Shivani, 50. Nice. Right. No problem. 50 here I assume that 40 is sufficient mark. 40. Because that bit advanced and high quality paper that you can learn different knowledgeable things. Right. Okay, no problem, Gina. You can enhance, right? That is a hard paper. But the better thing is trying to score that one. Right. දැන් මේවා කළා මං අර ළමයින්ට දුන්න එකපාරක් පේපර් එක එක්සෑම් පේපර් එක තරම ඊසි. ඒ නිසා බය වෙන්න එපා මේවා කරාට. අපි අමාරු දේවල් කරලා එතනින් අපි එක්සෑම් එකේ සාමාන්‍ය මට්ටම එකක් ආවට ඒක අවුලක් නැහැ ඉතින්. මේක හැබැයි within the syllabus. syllabus එකෙන් පිට නෙමෙයි උගන්වන්නේ. Right, within the syllabus you are learning a nice set of questions for the upcoming tense paper would be very important now, right? Will some additional task, additional things will be added to the papers, but within the syllabus. But don't be afraid to do, right? Everyone try to do at least. බලන්න මේ වගේ පේපර් එකකට 50ක් 48ක් 45ක් ගන්නකොට තියෙන සතුට එහෙම නැද්ද? ඒ නිසා මේ සතුට ගන්න. ඒක තමයි මැත්ස් වල එකම රහස පුළුවන් වෙන එක. හරි. ඒ සතුට අරන් හොඳට මාන්සි වෙන්න. එතකොට ගොඩ දාන්න පුළුවන්. විභාගෙට 100ක් ගන්න බලන්න උත්සාහ කරන්න. දැන් මේ පාර ටර්ම් ටෙස්ට් එකට රයිට් ෆස්ට් එකට 100ක් අරගන්න බලන්න අඩුම ගානේ. එතකොට පුදුම ජවයක් එනවා ඇඟටම තමන්ගේ මේ මට්ටමට මට පුළුවන් කියලා. ඒ විශ්වාසය තමයි අපිව ගෙනියන්නේ හොඳ ලකුණකට. රයිට්. එසේ විශ්වාසය ඇති කරගෙන හොඳට වැඩ කරන්න ආසාවෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න. ඉගෙන ගන්න එක එන්ජොයි කරන්න. ඒතර අපිට වෙහසක් නැහැ. හරි. මත් ක්ලාස් කරන එක එන්ජොයි කරනවා. ඒ වගේ වලක් කරන්න. මත් ආසයි උගන්වන්න සහ දන්න දේ කියලා දෙන්න. ඒක මං ජොබ් එකක් විදිහට කරාට ඒක මං ආසාවෙන් කරන්නේ ඒ නිසා පිළිහිටනවා. ඔයාලටත් මං කියන්නේ කරන දේ ආසාවෙන් කරන්න. එතකොට ඒක ඔයාලට පිළිහිටනවා. හොඳ රිසල්ට් එකකට යන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඒතකොට කවුරුත් කියන්න ඕනේ අපිට ගණන් හදන්න කියලා. හරි? right එහෙනම් අපි වැඩේට බහිමු second page part එක. ඒකේ ටිකක් ඒකේ ගණන් එච්චරම නිකන් මං එකපාරක් නිකන් බැලුවා ලොකු අවුලක් පේන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක කම්ප්ලෙක්ස් නැහැ. එක පැත්තකින් ටෆ් කරද්දී අනිත් පැත්ත පොඩ්ඩක් ෂෙඩියුල් කරලා දෙනවා. right. paper එකෙත් එහෙමයි all paper එකේ. Right now we will move to that. In a certain school 150 students are going to sit for the GCE all examination in this year. 1/5 of them have selected subject dancing. 3/8 of the remaining students have selected the subject music. Right. Okay, what fraction of the students has selected subjects other than dancing out of the whole? Right, the whole we check as 5/5. The one from that 1/5 selected the dancing, then 1/5 being subtracted. Then you can see that from 5 subtract 1, 4. So that is the selected other than dancing. Dancing hari ituru siyalla me ahanne. So the answer should be 4/5. Right, you have 2 marks. In part 2, right, what fraction of students selected music, right, out of the total students? Music means 3/8 of the remaining. So see that 3/8 of mean multiplication, remaining is what? Here 4/5. Now you can simplify 4/1, 4/2. Then 3 into 1, 3/4, 2 into 5, 10th, 2/10, 3/10. 3/10. So yeah, that is you have 2 marks. Okay. Then if all the other students who have not selected dancing and music have selected either art or drama. Okay. What fraction of the students has selected the subject art or drama out of the students? Now you can check here for the subject dancing 1/5 selected, then take the sum. Then here for music that is 3/10. Now check how many total applied for these two parts. then 1/5 plus 3/10. Then here multiply by 2 both the sides, and then it comes as 2 upon 10 plus 3 upon 10. That gives you 5 upon 10. Okay, 5 upon 10 means half exactly. Half. So that is the who fraction of this student as selected, right? So half is given for this dancing and music. So what is the rest? So the rest is the balance. So balance is from 2 subtract 1, then that is half. The rest is half. Okay, then you have the marks, 2 marks there. Rest is half. Okay. Then if the number of students who have selected art was as 2 times as the dancing students, right? How many students have selected drama, right? Art was as 2 times of the dancing students. So now you can say that art, how to take art as 2 times as the dancing students. Dancing students, how much? Uh, Dance in 1/5, no. Then art means 1/5 into 2. That means 2/5. Okay, 2/5 for art. Then here we have the art and drama total fraction. How much the art plus drama? 1/2. Here art is taken as drama 2 times. Drama 1/5 into 2 times 2/5. Then what you need to find for the drama student fraction. Drama fraction is from rest was art and drama. From half subtracts this 2/5. Okay, this is the art and drama, art to drama total students. Then subtracts the art students 2/5. Then you can multiply here. Half make 10 as 5 multiply. Here make 10 multiply by 2. Then it comes as 5 upon 10 multiply by 4 upon 10. Then that comes as 1 upon 10th of the total students. 1/10. So 1/10 is the fraction from whole students. 1/10 of whole students, how much here? At the beginning it is given 150. So 150. 1/10 into 150. That gives you 15 students. Okay. So now I will tell you the marks. So the first part 2 marks, here 2 marks. Then here 3 marks. Here also 3 marks. Right. That is the 10 marks question variance. Now move to the question number 2. That is a typical question, not much hard. Okay. So now question number 22, the picture rectangular garden is this one, right? Okay, find the area of the pond. Pond is this one. You know that the 90-degree sector is there. So how to find the area of that pond? Area equal 90-degree means you can directly apply 1/4 or just 90 upon 360 into 5r squared, right? So you can simplify here. 90 upon 4 means 360 means 1/4 into 5 r squared. R means 14 into 14. Okay. Now you can simplify 7/1 7/2, 2/1 2/2, 2/1 2/11. Then 11 into 40 14. Then 154 square meters. Okay. You have 2 marks. 154 square meters. Okay, next check. If the area of the garden without the pond is 3 times of the area of the pond. So without the pond means this part 3 times of that. 3 times of 154. Okay, then that means 462. Okay, that part. Then you can see that the total area of the garden is now what? Pond plus that 3 times of the remaining part. Pond plus the remaining plus. That means altogether 4 parts. 154 4 parts. That gives you 616 square meters. පැහැදිලි? මෙයාගේ විතරක් 154. ඒ වගේ මේ balance එක 3 times. Then this one plus this one is the total garden area 462 plus 154. That gives you 616. That's the area of this rectangle. Now area of the rectangle known. So breadth is 22. You take the length as L. So length into 22 gives you the 616. I can see that length into breadth is 22 equal the area 616. Now you can divide by both sides 22. Then 22 cancel. The L equals 616 divided by 22. That gives you 28 meters. Now the total length is 28 meters. Right? You have 2 marks. Then find the perimeter of the garden without the pond. Perimeter means any questions? $162, right? Is that correct? Yes, 462. It's okay, right? 462 plus the total area we need to consider. Total area of the rectangle is 616. Then that equal length into breadth. Okay. Then we got the length 28 meters. Then find the perimeter of the garden. Perimeter means Puta here, right? The sum of these outer length without the guard means you have to take this outer length. How to take the outer length? Here now you got that is 28. Then here 14 mean here also 14. Here 28. Here 22 and here 14 gone and here 14. So this is the perimeter. Okay, perimeter means this part you have to add all the length. Okay, now check. Right, now you have to check that arc length, that is not known length. This is the arc length you need to find out. The arc length is equal, right, 1/4, this 90-degree sector, 1/4 into 25R. 5 into R. R is what? R is 14 meters. 25R. Okay, 7172, then 21, 21 and 4. Then that arc length 22 meters. Then that arc length plus all other additional length together. So 22 plus 14 plus 22 plus 28 plus 14. All the length being added together. 14 plus 28 plus then 22 plus 14 plus 22. So you have to show that. That gives you 100 meters. The perimeter means sum of that all the outer length but around the pond. Okay, for that one you have 3 marks there. Then if a flower bed with half of the area of the pond is constructed, the given garden, BC is a boundary, find the breadth of the flower bed and draw in the illustration. Half of the area of the pond. So area of the pond is 154. Half of that should be there. The condition is area half of this area. That means 154 half mean just divide by 2, that is 77 area. Okay, square meters. Area of this newly added rectangle. And you know that here the one side length is 22. Find the breadth. I write the breadth as x. Then you know that the condition 22 into x, length into breadth shall be the area 77. Right, then just divide by both the sides 22. Here cancelled out. So x equal 77 upon 22, 11, 2, 11, 7. 7 upon 2 means 3.5 meters. You can illustrate here 3.5 and then multiply it by the, indicate that one in the diagram there. Okay, now move to the question number 3. Right, 10 mark is there for that question. The table here gives information about the cost incurred in importing a motor vehicle. That is not much hard. What is the percentage of import duty of this type of a vehicle? Right. Percentage of import duty. Right. Importing price, from the importing price, you need to mention the duty charge. Downward importing price. What is the duty applied? That is 400,000. Okay, then to make a percentage, just multiply by 100%. Okay, then here see, three zeros cancelled, two zeros cancelled, 4142. Then 100 divided by 2, 250. So that gives you 50%. 50% is the percentage on the import duty. Okay, you have 2 marks. How to get it? Just the import duty paid divided by the import price into 100%. How much should the importer sell this vehicle at to make a 15% profit? So you can take all the expenses, what is the sum of the what is the total cost incurred? Take all the expenditures together, right? Tax plus the other expenditures, then 8 plus 4, 12 plus 3, 15. So that means 1.5 million rupees without the profit, 1.5, 1,500,000. Of that, he has to add 15% profit on that. And you can calculate the profit. How to take the profit? 15% of that initial, the total value with the cost. So here two zeros cancelled. Then it comes 15 into 15, 225. And here three zeros there. That gives you rupees 225,000. Okay, that is the profit they have to add. They are asking how much should be the seller at to make as a profit. So the selling price should be you have to add this 1,500,000 with the profit to 25,000. Okay, then add that 1,500,000, add with 225,000. That gives you 1,725,000 rupees. Okay, so you have another 3 marks there for the here 3 marks. Understood? You got the total cost including these all the expenses, and then for that one you add another 15% as the profit. Okay, an investor deposited this much for 2 years in a bank account which pays 12%. Now, carefully see that the interest type. 3 types of interest types they are in the oval paper: simple interest, compound, and the reducing balance interest. Okay, now check end of the first year, how much will he stand in full his bank account? Full. So we will calculate the interest per year, first year 12% into 350,000. That is the interest for first year. Then two zeros cancelled. Then 12 into 3,500. Then it gives you rupees 42,000. Okay, that is the interest for first year. Then the total amount with the interest is this one add with 350,000. So that gives you rupees 392,000. Okay, that is the full amount at end of the first year in the bank. Okay, then how much will he? So for that one you have 2 marks. And how much will he receive in full after 2 years? So now here you calculate one step. Then the second step, for that one, the yearly interest is applied on this 392,000. How much? Again 12%, 12 upon 100. Okay, that is the interest per second year. Interest per year 2. Okay, then here two zeros cancelled and then multiply, right? 3,920 into 12, that gives you rupees 47,040. Okay, that is the interest for second year. And what is the total amount with him now? Total amount means that beginning of second year, the amount was in the bank 392,000, right? Plus this 47,014. That gives you 43,439,040 rupees. Hands up those who got this answer, 3 marks there. AE is 8 meter. Where? The other question. Twenty-two meter. AE. Where AE? Mitrane. Yes, my mistakes. 22 subtract 14. Here it comes 8. Then perimeter, just 6 being subtracted here. 6 අඩුවෙනවනේ, right. එතනතර perimeter එක හදාගන්න 94 දෙන්නේ, right. Should be 94, right? Yes. Okay, you know that the one shot equation for this one. මේ උත්තරේටම යන්න. හැබැයි මේක අපිට steps තියෙන නිසා අපිට එහෙම කරන්න බෑ. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. Here we can calculate for 350,000 rupees with 12% compound interest. What is the total amount after 2 years? How you calculate? I will show you. This is the one shot equation. So what's the amount in deposit, right? But here is steps given, then you have to follow these steps. This is not both for such kind of equation. But see that if the deposited is rupees 350,000, okay, under this 12%, then how to take the first year total amount below 100, then 12 added, then 112. That is the total after year 1. Then total after year 2 means just again multiply by this 112 upon 100. When you simplify this big calculation, then that gives you the final answer, the total amount at end of 2 years. Remember this one shot equation. Loan multiply with percentage plus 100 or top 100. If it is 2 times, 2 years, 2 times. If it is 3 years, again multiply with the same number, 112 upon 100. But in the O-level syllabus, you have up to 2 time periods. Is the other question. Okay, when you simplify this one, you take that final answer we got at once. Okay. Right. Now the next question. Right. So here the other balance marks given. Fourth one, the histogram shows how a group of students obtain marks for certain subjects in a test. Okay. Now you can see that. How many students have obtained marks between 10 and 30? Right. Now you can see that how many students, right? For carefully see that this histogram having the small class size, small class size is 10. Okay, small class size is 10, here also 10, but here it is 2 times of 10. Then the height is taken, dividing the frequency by 2, then here means 14, they are the height, but the student should be double of that because here the class size is double. So how many students have obtained marks between 10 and 30? 10 and 30 height is 14, but imagine here like 14 2 times there. So not 14, that should be 28. So the answer should be 28. Then, so for you have 2 marks there. Then if 9 students have obtained marks between 40 and 70, right, denote this information in the histogram. The smallest size do you have to indicate? What is the smallest class size is 10, right? Smallest size 10. Now check 40 to 70 class. 40 to 70 means how many is smaller size? How many times than the smaller size? Here 1, 2, 3 times. 3 times means you take the frequency 9 students high. So you draw the height as 3, okay, not 9, because this is 3 times of the smaller size. Then you make the sketch as the height 3 between this range 40 to 70. So that is the part here. Then for that drawing, you have another 2 marks. Draw the frequency polygons on the complete histogram. Okay. Now they're asking draw the frequency polygon on the complete histogram, right? How to take the frequency polygon? Remember, you take the midpoint of each small class size. Here you have to mark 2 midpoint, right? One per each. Here one midpoint, and here one midpoint, and here one, and here one. Okay, then you connect, right, these points together, here to here, and then here, right, and then comes here and pass through that one. And the other thing, 70 to 80, remember here the special case, 70 to 80 midpoint to be connected, that means for 75. That's the x-axis connecting point here. Not 80, not 70, just 75. Then here to be connected to the x-axis, where? So here before class interval for 0 is you mark -10. Okay, then between 0 and -10, you take the mid. Between 0 and -10, you take the mid and you connect this one to the -5. Remember, that's the correct way of doing it. Connect to 0, -10 marks and midpoints -5. Okay. Okay, for completing the histograms, you have 3 marks there. The polygon, frequency polygon. Hands up those who got the as this histogram correctly with the correct connecting point. That's very important. Here -5, here 75 connecting to the x-axis. Right, very good. Then the mass of each students in a group weight to the nearest kilogram is given below. Work out the interquartile range of the data. The Ghana. So previously we discussed interquartile range in a different data sample, and now here a different data sample. Here is small data sample with fewer number of data. So how many data there are? Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, then check whether they arrange to the ascending order. Yes, that is to the ascending order. If not there, you have to arrange to the ascending order. Now you take the first quartile Q1, 1/4 into n plus 1th data. Okay, now check here. 1/4 into n is 9, 9 plus 9 plus 1th data, that means 1/4 into 10th data. It gives you 4, 1, 4, 2.25. When 10 divided by 2, 4 means 2.5, right? 2.5. 10 divided by 4, 2.5 data. How to take 2.5 data? Okay, just take, right, 2.5 means 1, 2 in between here. Right, just you can take that to second data and third data, add the second data plus third data, divide by 2. Okay, 2.5 locates there. Okay, 31 plus 33 divide by 2. And what is the answer? 31 plus 33 divide by 2 means that gives you 32. That is the Q1. Okay, then take the Q3, 3/4 into 1 plus n plus 1 means 10. Then 30 divided by 4, that gives you 7.5 data. How to take the 7.5 data? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here 7, here 8. 7.5 lies somewhere here between 39 and 40. So you check the sum of 39 plus 40 and divide by 2. Okay, then 39 plus 40 divide by 2, that gives you, right, 39.5. Okay, the simplification bit not simplified directly. right? Then here you got 32 as the Q1 and then Q3 39.5. So then IQR shows you the Q3 minus Q1, right? Just subtract these two. 39.5 subtract 32. Take the answer. Subtract 32 gives you 7.5. Hands up those who got the IQR as 7.5. Final answer. Right, these are very important, right, questions there. So the marks allocated for the last part, 3 marks there. That is bit harder, bigger question. Right. Okay, now move to the last questions there. Fifth question. A contender playing in a game can proceed to the second round only if he wins. That's very important. Only if he wins the first round of the game. The probability that he lose the first round is 1/3. Right? Lose 1/3, then winning is the balance. Always the branches sum is 1. So from 3, just subtract 1. That gives you 2 upon 3. Okay. Then any contender who wins the first round are now the second parts extended based on the first case. This is the first round. You can name that is the first game. Okay. Then second game extended if win only. So if any contender win the first round has a probability. The probability, right? Only second round only he wins the first round of the game. Right. Now, who wins the first round has a probability of then 3/5 to win the second two. So this extended as win or lose. Right. Win probability is 3/5. Right. Then lose is the balance. Then 2/5. So if they lose the first game, they do not play the second. So don't extend this axis. We have seen in all level paper, this kind of questions. They are one branches is not extended. Stop here only extended, here nothing. Remember that one carefully. Huh? Read the scenario. Right. Re-diagram into the first round of the game by writing appropriate probability. First round is this one. Right. First round complete in 2 marks. Then extend the above diagram to second round and mark the relevant probability. Then that is another 2 marks, 4 marks. What is the probability that random selected contender win both round? So first win as well as the second win. So this is the branch you are running. So you have to multiply the probability of that branch. That means first winning is 3 2/3 into second winning 3/5. Okay, just multiply these probabilities. Then 3 1 simplified. 2 into 1 2 upon 5 is the probability. So you have 2 marks there. 2 upon 4 probability. Okay. Then among the group of children here, 3 girls and 2 boys, one child selected as the random leader. The deputy is selected from the remaining children at random. Here carefully, one child selected as the leader, right? Then the same cannot acting as the deputy. Okay, so the one person cannot run to the both occasions, right? Why? If one is selected as the leader, he will not selected as the deputy also. So now here understand. So here if G1 selected leader, G1 not for the deputy. So same element cannot be repeated. That is the important part. Then G1 taken, G2 for the deputy. That is fine. Here G2, then G2 cannot, the others can take. Then G3 there, then G3 cannot, the other can take. Then B1 there, then B1 cannot, others can take. Then B2, right, then here B2 cannot, here all are coming here. Okay, then B1 cannot, this can take. Okay, right. Right now here, this is the sample space. So the middle part is not being marked. Okay, remember that one. Okay, then highlight the event, the grid that represent in the boy. Right, for that one you have 2 marks. Then Highlight the event that in the grid represent boy being selected as the leader. Boy being selected as the leader. Just only they are saying that, no other specific thing. Just boy as the leader. Boy as the leader means this one is the boy leader. Okay, then these all probable. These boy leaders. So this selecting leader boy, whatever the deputy, no problem. Here all represent leader as a boy. Okay, then what is the probability of that? Then count how many? 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 they are out of how many total? 20. 12 upon 20. That comes as 3 upon 5. 3 upon 5. Okay. So there you have the probability and marking here 2 marks. Find the probability that a girl is selected for one post. Girl is selected for one post. Right. Probability that a girl is selected for one post. එකකට එතකොට at least කතාව නෑ එකකට girl කෙනෙක් ගෙන්න ඕනේ දෙකකට එන්න බෑ එතකොට right එහෙනම් මොකද්ද අවස්ථා ටික ඒකට ගැලපෙන අවස්ථාව right ඔන්න බලන්න girl selected for one post here girls sorry අර equation එක වැරදුනා G අකුර sorry G අකුර කියන්නේ girls නේ that the grids represent boy representing selected as the leader boy represent වෙන්නේ මෙතන B අකුරනේ so these are the event right boy yes highlight the event that the grid represent boy being selected as the leader and find its probability leader boy එතකොට මෙතන එන්නේ මේ අවස්ථා ටික 2 4 6 7 8 8 upon 20 right 2 upon 5 okay Nick okay right next one find the probability that a girl is selected for one post girl කෙනෙක් එක post එකකට එන්න ඕනේ එතකොට මෙතන දෙන්නට වෙන්න බෑ that a girl is selected for one post මෙතන පොඩි අවුලක් තියෙනවා ගානේදී at least one post the only one post the කියන එක නෑ ඔයාලා කොහොමද ගත්තේ how did you take that one find probability that a girl is selected for one post तर අපි එකකට විතරක් හිතුවොත් girl selecting here the other events boys මේ coordinate එකක් වගේ හිතන්න පුතා here girls and then second one should be boys right if I mark by a separate color see that here girl and here boy meeting then the other way here girl and here boy meeting right one post selected for girl right so that how many events 25 in there puta so 1 2 3 4 5 because the middle part empty then count how many total 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 20 is the their sample space okay 20 not 25 because the middle part is blank because same persons not being selected for the both there are two cases in all level maths probability the middle part is empty and fully complete right so find probability that a girl is selected for one post here only this part as well as this part here the leader girl and deputy boy here leader boy and deputy girl I assume that the wording probably that a girl is selected for one post එතන පොඩි අඩුපාඩුවක් තියෙනවා maybe at least or only one post ඒ වචනේ නැහැ නිසා අපි අර options දෙක ගත්තොත් here 336 and here 336 all together 12 upon 20 12 upon 20 mean 4345 so the answer becomes 3 upon 5 3 upon 5 4345 so 3 upon 5 Okay, right. So that's the last mark. 1 mark is offered. Now you can calculate upon 100 how many marks you got for this paper discussion. That is very, very important paper. We met with 45 benchmark, 45. Then we can mostly discuss another 10 papers today. Right? You can send out of 100 how many marks you gain for this paper. That would be a better experience of the first papers. So if imagine if you get this kind of paper in the O-level paper, that's the level of O-level first paper, right? If you can score more, right? That is great, no problem, Gina. You can also enhance marks within this week, right? Within these few weeks, okay? Right. Happy to see your mark 76, 94, 100, 94, 67, 94. Right. 96. Okay. Right. 82, 94, 76, 82. Right. 88. Okay. Right, well done. So make the corrections, especially you done, as you make many mistakes, right? Do it again by looking into the discussion and with the understanding you gain. So we next day we move to the paper number 46, that is 46, and then we will do some advanced questions right throughout this remaining sessions. Okay, Buddha, right? Then I will conclude the session for today, and then we will meet by the paper class by the next week, and we have the fast track theory as well as the revise and rise program throughout this week, right? Have a nice day and thank you very much. We'll meet by next week.